Magic is this awesome tool that shows, movies, or books can use to display wonderful visuals in the minds of the viewer, the only limit being the writer's imagination. And I guess there's budget, time, special effects. But that's besides the point. What better way to see what Hollywood has to offer than by watching the Harry Potter series, and that's exactly what I did. There are many awesome moments where characters showcase their magical abilities on the big screen, whether it's from the action sequences, the chores, or even just the pranks. The series starts out with a lot of wonder and magic, and while the world around them does stay magical, I was a bit disappointed with how the movies showed some of these magic fight scenes or magic battles. The Harry Potter franchise reached the pinnacle of their depiction with magic in the 5th movie, and I'm pretty sure you know exactly which moment I'm talking about, but if you don't, the best interpretation of magic in Harry Potter stems from the fight between Dumbledore and Voldemort. What makes a quality magic fight sequence, at least to me personally, is the creativity, the use of the environment or objects around the caster, and just the visual spectacle of it all. Luckily, this fight has everything that I want. Although it does start out like every other magic battle, which encompasses basically just a wand beam, thankfully it soon turns into a battle of wits and the elements. Much like Jackie Chan, and yes, I am comparing Jackie Chan to the magic in Harry Potter, these two wizards use the environments around them to create a visual masterpiece. Conjuring fire, using the water from the fountain, converting glass to sand, honestly, it's enough to make the Avatar blush. But sadly, this isn't the norm for a good chunk of the battles. What should be a visual treat much akin to Thanos vs Doctor Strange ends up being a wizard with a wand facing another wizard with another wand, and a lightning bolt or a beam coming out from one end to the other. Imagine a lightsaber duel, but this is all that happens the entire time, and I imagine it'll get pretty boring pretty fast. But I'm not saying all these scenes are bad. There are some emotional moments like when Snape redirects McGonagall's blast to take out the Death Eaters, or when Harry sees his parents, but these moments work because the focus isn't on the magic itself. Using it sparingly will allow for these moments to be pretty cool, much akin to a Kamehameha or a Ki Blast, if you're a fan of Dragon Ball Z, but nearly every fight ends up being this way. So to get my magic fix again, I decided to take a look at a movie from my childhood, fully expecting it to not really hold up, but I was very pleasantly surprised when the movie was quite fun. So let's take a look at it together, and I hope you enjoy. So you have this teenage boy who's super smart, a bit awkward, has a crush on a girl who attends the same school that he does, and he has to defeat a villain played by Alfred Molina. Wait a minute, that sounds oddly familiar. Okay, let me try again. The story follows a student whose life is forever changed when a stranger who traveled from far away comes to teach our protagonist to destroy this great evil. This random master informs our protagonist that they are a reincarnation of this great warrior, and I just explained the plot of Wendy Wu. The movie I'm referring to is The Sorcerer's Apprentice, and I guess the best way to explain it is like this. You have Peter Parker, the story of Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior, and add a bit of magic to that, and this is the ingredient for the perfect movie. But whoops, Disney accidentally added an extra ingredient to this concoction, and that's Mickey Mouse. And thus, Sorcerer's Apprentice was made. Okay, obviously that didn't really happen, but let's just say it did. This movie stars Jay Baruchel, and he plays the character of Dave Stutler. You probably know him as Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon, and co-starring is Nicolas Cage or Balthazar, who is this ancient being, and he was under the tutelage of Merlin. Yes, that Merlin. After the death of his teacher, Balthazar searched far and wide to find the next reincarnation, also known as the Prime Merlinian, and you guessed it, that guy is Dave. Dave is a teenage boy who's super smart, awkward, he has a crush on a girl who attends the same school that he does, but his life turns upside down when Balthazar and Horvath appear. And that's how this movie starts. But I'm not here to summarize the movie, I mean, unless you want that, but I want to focus on why I think this movie has one of my favorite interpretations of magic. The first reason that comes to mind is from the limitations that exist in this world. Balthazar explains that magic and science go hand in hand, and that this might be a reason that Dave has a knack for molecular physics. That, along with the old man shoes and the ring that are required to channel their magic, are restrictions that add to the realism of this magical world, and there's a beauty in limitations. Next, along with the plasma bolts, and the fire bolts, and the lightning bolts, this movie does a great job of using the environments as a source of magic. Take this scene for example. The enemy transforms this paper dragon in the parade into an actual dragon, and Balthazar then amplifies the confetti around him to provide cover as Dave is running away from the dragon. Insert joke about How to Train Your Dragon here. Oh wait. This movie excels with creating creatures from elements in the environment. The aforementioned dragon, there's the bull, another one with the eagle, and they also have wolves. All of it adds for such creative uses of magic in each scene. This alongside the quicksand carpet and the mirror dimension. No, not that one. There we go. This movie finds new ways of using magic from the objects around the characters. Going back to that Hungarian mirror trap, the way they explain the rules shows more depth to these seemingly simple spells than they let on in the beginning. Not to mention, using magic to enhance the action in this car chase, such a unique spin on a very cliche trope. All of these magic battles and abilities are visually and situationally unique from each other, which makes each moment feel special. And this is exactly why I brought up the example with Jackie Chan earlier in the video. A lot of his action scenes are unique due to how he plays around with the setting around him. This movie does something very similarly. Using the objects or places as a canvas for the magic allows the action to be unique to that specific spot or location. For me, it's no fun seeing a magical fight from one location to the other if all they're gonna do is shoot bolts of lightning every single time. But it's pretty exciting to see a magical fight from one location to the other if they're able to manipulate the battlefield to their liking, much like the fight with Dumbledore and Voldemort. Oh, and I didn't even mention that scene that parodies Disney's other Sorcerer's Apprentice short, Phantasma? What's it called? I have no idea. I love watching magic, from Wizards of Waverly Place to Cosmo and Wanda, all the way to the recently released Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves. But something about the Sorcerer's Apprentice has me wishing more movies would showcase their magic like this. Let me know down below what your favorite wizard, witch, warlock, magician type movie is, and what scene has the best interpretation of magic. Please like and comment as well, as it's supposed to be pretty helpful. I'm not sure yet, I'm still relatively new to this whole YouTube thing. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and bye!